are here with the last of the Fandom TV play-ins. We have Chris Clark, we have Dan Skip Allen, Jay Burnz, Matt Rosa, and as always, our favorite person, Nico from that one house thing. Tim, welcome. We finally have you for one of these play-ins. How are you feeling?
Well, you know, it's great to finally see one after having to do all the hard work and write for all fucking three of them. So, you know, it's great to actually see one, Jim. Thanks for letting me do that, you asshole.
That's very, very true, Tim. You very well illiterately wrote half of these questions. This is a very good plan. Of course, it's the last one. You know, we've already seen some great performances, some not so great performances. So we'll see where this group falls into it. Do you have any thoughts before we go into round one, Tim?
So far, you know, the first two have been good, and with this one being the last one, I expect it to be up there. We are going to get a good range for everybody's abilities for this, so we can get into the Fandom TV tournament. But I will throw out this prediction. I don't think Chris Clark will have a Jack Frost answer this time. I don't think so.
Let's only hope. Let's only hope. So the way we will get right into round one, and the way that round one works is the competitors have their whiteboards, and we will give them one question from each of the 14 Fandom TV categories. When they are asked, they will show their whiteboard or their paper, and they will vocalize their answer. And they will get 1 point for a right answer, no points deducted for wrong answers. Any questions from any of the competitors?
Let's rock this.
Awesome. I will give them their first question. Tim, you can take even. Your first question is in the category of Arrowverse. Who stabbed Earth One Laurel Lance, killing her?
I think a good, well-rounded Arrowverse question to start them off.
Sure. I have not seen a single episode of Arrowverse, but sure. Yes.
Oh, yeah. If it's not,
I agree. Five.
Hey, do we get repeats?
3. Yes, just don't abuse them.
Yeah, I want to get a repeat.
Okay. A repeat for Dan.
I wrote a different answer. I want to change my answer.
Who stabbed Earth One Laura Lance, killing her?
Arrowverse contains like Flash, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's basically everything that's DC on the CW.
That's okay, cool.
Well, not Black Lightning.
I was going to say except for Black Lightning.
That's why I said basically, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I will start with the top of my list, and then we'll just go in reverse order the rest of the time. Nico.
Damien Dark.
That is correct. Jay.
I had Deathstroke.
That is incorrect. Chris Clark.
I just said Grodd. I got it wrong. Grodd.
That was close. Good. We're proud of you. We're proud of you, Chris.
Yeah.
Dan.
I had Ra's al Ghul, but then I changed it to Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen is incorrect. And Matthew Rosa.
That would have been going dark real quick.
Nope, from Matthew Rosa. Tim, why don't you give them their next question? Nico with an early lead.
All right. Your next question, gentlemen, comes in The Simpsons. A series that has gone on far too long. Who voices Apu in The Simpsons?
This was a rewritten question about half an hour ago, Tim, because it was the same question that we asked in another one, so I had to rewrite it to something else.
All right. Well, like I said, this is the first time I'm actually being here for one of these, so yeah.
Yeah, that bus driver is a very popular character, I think.
Otto? Yeah.
Otto.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Otto
5,
has Windows.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Rosa.
Harry Shearer.
No, that is incorrect. Dan.
No, I know it, and I just couldn't think of it at this moment.
Dan couldn't pull it. Chris Clark.
Thank you. Come again. It's Hank Azaria.
It is Hank Azaria. Hank Azaria voices
Harry Shearer,
many
Hank
characters in
Azaria.
The Simpsons.
Harry
Jay,
Shearer
did you have
voices
Hank?
Otto. Yeah.
Jay.
Oh, Mr. Nahasa Pima Pedalon is voiced by Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria, indeed. And Nico, did you have it?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. Awesome. That's not correct. Hank is, for the record, guys, Hank Azaria voices like half of the characters.
Yeah,
in the
he voices Chief Wiggum, comic book guy.
Yes,
He's a
Chief
great guy.
Wiggum,
Well,
all the
actually,
good ones.
They kicked him out. Didn't they kick Apu out? They not allowed
Sure.
to use Apu?
Your next category is Avatar: The Last Airbender verse. That universe. What is the name of the Fire Lord who is also Zuko's father?
So this is like the Harry Potter of TV. No one fucking cares, Jim.
No, this is actually one of the greatest animated cartoons of all time because the story is amazing in it.
So I was right. Okay, thanks. Just want to clarify that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Nico.
Ozai, voiced by Mark Hamill.
Indeed, both. Right on both accounts. Jay, I hope you got this.
Fire Lord / Phoenix Lord Ozai.
Indeed, good reference. Chris Clark.
I had no idea. The Great Yakuza. I have no clue.
Close enough. Close. A for effort, Clark. A for effort. Dan.
I know people are gonna hate me with this answer, but I put Dev Patel.
Okay. Close. Related to the answer. Rosa.
Fire Lord Ozai.
Correct. Rosa on the board, and the only one scoreless through 3 is Dan. Tim, hit them with their next question.
All right, your next question comes in the realm of Game of Thrones. What is the name of the House of Winter that controls the north of Westeros? Another one of Jim's favorite shows from a past league we don't talk about.
And the answer is sitting on my shelf right over there, which is why I pushed the camera over.
I was more talking about your championship win for that, but we'll have to redo that here.
Yes, indeedy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat from who was that, Dan?
Yes.
I changed my answer. I know it's not my answer.
The repeat is this from Game of Thrones. What is the name of the House of Winter that controls the north of Westeros?
I'll be right back. I have to grab another pen. My pen's dying.
We'll go to Jay last on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we start with Rosa.
Stark.
Stark is correct. I'm assuming Dan did not write Stark. Dan.
I put
That's a duh.
Lannister controls the West.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Chris Clark.
The Starks.
The Starks is correct. Jay, what did you get?
House Stark.
Indeed, and Nico.
House Stark.
Correct.
All I could think of is Jon Snow.
Man, Dan, you really love your fandom TV, don't you?
Bastard from the north. A bastard from the north.
I know.
Your next question comes from Power Rangers. Power Rangers. What is the name of the dragon in Power Rangers Mystic Force?
And where's RJ for his love of Mystic Force?
In testing, only one person got this correct, and it was Primetime Polyama. Surprisingly,
Yeah,
Paul was the only one who got that correct.
I'm really surprised Paul got that.
I'm showing my board right now. I got 0. I got Squadouche. I do not have this answer. Whatever it is.
Worse. I was literally. Can I tell you guys this little story? I watched every Power Ranger series but Mystic Force because my parents thought it promoted witchcraft.
That and Harry Potter. We can't be having witchcraft in the home.
I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter
4,
until like 5th grade.
3, 2, 1. Nico.
Didn't see the season. Draco?
Sure, close enough. No, that is incorrect. Jay.
Dude, I don't know. I said Ryu.
Clever.
Street Fighter?
Chris.
I said Spyro. No.
We're going with some good popular names here. Dan.
I already showed you 0. I got 0.
He went with the Case Coalesce answer of white. And Matt.
In honor of my dear friend and member of the House, Thaddeus Smith. Nope.
Okay. The answer we were looking for was Fireheart. Fireheart.
I was close.
And my
Yes,
heart
yes, you
cries.
were, Chris.
Weak-ass
We
name
will
for
give
a
you
dragon.
we give you emotional points for that one. Tim,
Spyro
hit
has a
them with
heart
their
of
next
fire.
answer.
Their next
Their next
question.
answer, you will give them
Yes,
after
give us an
the other answers.
All right.
Getting a little
Your
ahead of
next
myself.
Question in Marvel Netflix.
Okay.
How did Pop gain his nickname of Pop when he was younger in the series Luke Cage?
Oh my God.
Finally finished season 2, Jim.
I am like 2 episodes in, and then I just randomly stopped watching.
Give it a few more. It really gets good.
Luke Cage season 2 is better than Luke Cage season 1. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Pop's death is one of the worst things ever.
Well, thanks for that spoiler. I haven't seen it
Oh.
yet.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's been like 2. It's been like 2 years. You should see
I'm
it.
joking. I'm joking.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rosa, we start with you.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Dan, are you on the board?
I probably not, but I shot somebody.
No. Chris Clark.
Was he a boxer?
No, he was not.
Okay.
Jay.
That's completely
I don't know, dude. I said he acted like the neighborhood dad.
No, he did not at 12. Nico.
Because if you swore, he'd pop you right in the mouth.
What
No.
does that say?
Because if you swore, no. Okay, no. The answer was it was the sound his fist made when he hit people.
That's what I figured. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna challenge that. Okay, it was in my head. Sorry about that. Whoopsies.
You can challenge that it was in your head, Chris, but we will not be able to know for
Because
sure.
boxing, punching.
Yeah, I challenge
Okay.
it.
But he didn't
Just
get
like
it
a
from
thug, and he would
boxing.
just
He
punch
got
the
it
shit out
from
of people.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Your next category is non-Netflix Marvel. Non-Netflix Marvel. What is the full name of the young female protagonist of In Cloak and Dagger?
Hell.
I'm watching Cloak and Dagger right now, and I can't remember her name.
Thanks, Nico,
I'm bad at this, guys.
You're welcome.
for recommending Cloak and Dagger.
Dan, not doing so good on those recent released properties.
I'm watching. I'm on episode 4.
I haven't watched Cloak and Dagger yet.
Oh, I do. I know it.
Didn't you say that a few times already?
5, 4, 3,
Come on, give me the
2, 1. Pens down. This time we start with Nico.
Tandy Bowen.
Tandy Bowen is
He
correct.
got it.
Jay.
Whitey McWhiteboard face.
Oh.
The case answer of White. I love it. Chris.
I said Felicia Hardy, but that's Black Cat.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Dan.
Tandy Bowen.
And Dan is on the board, guys. You guys better watch out. Rosa.
I have Tandy. I thought you asked for first name.
No, it said full.
Full name. He said full
Oh, I thought you said first name.
name. Oof. Maybe you got to use those repeats wisely, Rosa. Just double check on that.
Well, I thought I heard it, so I wouldn't have thought to use one.
Tim, give them their next question in the Final Frontier.
All right. Your next question in one of the commissioner's favorite categories of Star Trek. What is the only TV show that has not had its continuity affected, aka fucked over, shit on, and abused by 2009 Star Trek Kelvin timeline introduction? Jim, did I ever
It's
tell
one
you
of
how much
two.
I hate the Kelvin timeline?
Oh.
You have not, but 2009
fuck
Star
the
Trek is
Kelvin
amazing.
timeline.
So
Fuck the Kelvin timeline.
it's amazing.
No.
4 dies. So yeah, pretty intense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pens down, and we start with Rosa this time.
Was it Enterprise because it was set way in the past?
That is correct.
It is Enterprise.
Damn it! I had that.
Dan.
And I put Star Trek: The Next Generation.
No, that is
No, they
incorrect.
messed that one
No,
up.
that's the new one they're gonna shit on with Future Hard.
Chris.
I thought I crossed out Enterprise, but I put Voyager. It's wrong.
No. Jay.
Yeah, I mad fucked up. I put Deep Space Nine.
And Nico.
The Orville.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
fair.
That's technically right, but no.
Better than Discovery.
Your next question.
I was gonna say the Orville is the best Star Trek show on TV.
Your
now.
Your next question comes from Nico's favorite, Star Wars.
Okay.
How did Kanan lose his old Jedi master?
This is more of a comics question.
I wouldn't know. Tim wrote it.
I'm going with the obvious here and hoping it's right.
Repeat the question. I want to make sure I heard it right.
Okay, that's a repeat for Nico. Let me write that down. And how did Kanan lose his old Jedi master? No, love those Jedi. No, I heard there was a last one.
What was it?
Yeah, as if it's actually the last one.
I heard there was a last Jedi. 5, 4, 3,
The Last Jedi. Death of the
2,
Jedi.
1. Nico, we start with you.
Order 66.
Yes, indeed. Order 66. The obvious answer for why any Jedi would be lost. Jay.
Thank fuck. Order 66.
Order 66 is correct. Chris.
Order 66.
Chris gets it. Dan.
Order 66.
Dan gets it. Rosa, did you sweep it?
You know I did. Order 66.
Order 66, the first question they swept. Oh my. Tim, that was an excellent question.
Why else would a Jedi Master be dead?
Indeed, Rosa, indeed. Tim, give them their next equally easy question.
All right. In animated heroes, who is the leader of the Teen Titans?
Wow.
This
I
is the
wish
only
that was-
question. This is the only question in round 1. If you get this wrong, you lose all of your points.
I wish this was a better. Damn it. Because I was.
This is your bankrupt question.
This is.
This
like,
is when
okay.
you don't know the levels of people and you.
True.
go for
I mean, but you give them this question, and then you give them like a Fireheart question to balance out the difficulty. You know.
Yeah. Of course, it had to come in my strength, the ridiculously difficult one.
And Jim, would you like to switch the next 2 questions? I take the one.
Yes, we can do
take
that.
it.
We can do that because
Okay.
yes, that works.
Let me guess. There's something really hard to pronounce in there.
No, but it's gonna work out better.
It's
5,
some of our
4, 3, 2, 1. Rosa, tell us the answer.
It was Robin.
Indeed, it was. Dan.
Robin.
Yep, and Chris.
Robin. Dick Grayson. Robin.
Jay
Robin. Red X.
and Nico.
Tweet. Robin.
Indeed,
you
indeed,
quoted the
indeed.
penguin from the
Let
back.
me go through and add a point for everybody there. And your next question comes from Polyama's favorite anime.
Oh God.
Could be
Name-
all for me. Depends on the
Name
Could be
2
Pokemon.
Name 2 of the 7 Digidestined in Digimon Season 1.
What the fuck? I was
Can I
close.
show you a blank board right now, Jim, please? I have
Jim,
no
I believe
clue.
this is one of your favorites, wasn't it?
This was indeed.
What is Paul got, like friggin' Sheldon brain or something?
I wrote this question, but Paul approves.
God, Paul Oyama, how does he friggin' remember all this crap?
I have
Can I
no
get
How
idea
does
about
Robert
Digimon.
Robert fandom
Because he's
study?
Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius.
That should be a category.
Yes.
A superpowered
Nicktoons.
mind, a mechanical canine. 5,
Can I get a
4.
repeat right quick?
Yes, we will give you a repeat. Today.
Like any of us
Name-
know this.
Name 2 of the 7 Digidestined in Digimon Season 1.
We will see if that repeat helped Jay out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start with
Me. Start with me. There.
Nico.
Jack Frost and Billy Joel.
Close, but no cigar. Jay.
I said Kai and Sarah.
Ooh. Oh, close. You don't know how close you were. Chris.
I said Biggie Mon and Tupac Mon. I have no clue.
Dan went with Case's favorite answer of whiteboard. And Rosa, can you get this answer?
I had Kai. I couldn't think of anybody else.
Okay. The 7 answers we would have accepted were Ty.
Oh, Ty. Well, it doesn't
Sora,
matter.
Joe, TK, Matt, Izzy, or Mimi.
That's why nobody watched that show.
It's a great show. It is a fantastic show. Season 1 is amazing.
That second season was goofy and
was
weird.
indeed.
That show was ass, bro.
Tim, give them their next question that is going to cause some groans more than likely.
Probably in another category of a commissioner's favorite, in South Park.
Okay.
What famous biblical story did Kyle's father read him during his hospital stay when Kyle had a hemorrhoid?
Oh, I know this one. But I
Tim,
can't-
Goodness.
Tim, when you establish the character in which you were talking about, you can use a pronoun instead of his name in the second part of that sentence.
What are you, a grammar Nazi? Are you a fucking grammar Nazi? Or are you going to go around with the Hitler mustache?
Indeed. After this match, I will link you to the College Humor Inglourious Bastards grammar Nazi parody. It is fantastic.
Can you go ahead and repeat this?
Yes,
Okay.
Tim will repeat this.
All right, in South Park, what famous biblical story did Kyle's father read him during his hospital stay when Kyle had a hemorrhoid?
How specific were you going to be with this?
It's a biblical story, and this is the name of the story.
Can I put the story of and then the answer?
Yes, you
Okay.
can. Because that is literally how the answer is formatted in the document. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's Tim's question. So we start with Matthew Rosa.
I don't know. I put the story of Jonah.
Ooh, close.
There's a lot of sodomy in that one, so I thought maybe.
Dan.
I put John 3:16. I don't know.
That's not a story, bruh.
Chris Clark.
I said David and Goliath.
Nope. And now we go to Jay.
I said the story of Job.
That is correct, Jay. That is the answer. And
I'm
Happy
Nico.
someone got
Not
that.
that familiar with South Park.
I had the story of David. I'm wrong.
Oof. Jay picking up
There's a
big
lot of
point.
stories of David, Nico. Like a
Your-
whole testament of the Bible, basically.
Your
Would the
next
Bible
question
mention
comes
Matthew?
from DC. DC.
Okay.
What actor portrayed Superman in Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of
Are
Superman?
you kidding me?
I used to love watching this series, Jim, when I was younger.
Didn't everybody because of Terry Hatcher?
Of
Prime
course,
Terry Hatcher.
from Terry Hatcher.
And it was a good Lex Luthor. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if you can beat Michael Rosenbaum, but sure.
I thought for sure you were going to say Super.
Nah, you can't beat Jesse Eisenberg. Let's be honest.
I thought
Matthew Rosa is disqualified and
Clancy
kicked
Brown?
out from Multiplex.
I actually think he was fine.
Matthew Rosa gets no Jolly Ranchers. No Jolly Ranchers for Rosa.
I think he was a
5,
fine Lex Luthor, and I'll fight
4,
about it.
3, 2, 1. We start with Nico.
Dean Kane.
Dean Kane is correct. Jay.
Dean Kane.
Dean Kane is correct. Chris
Couldn't pull it.
could not get it. Dan.
Dean Kane.
Dean Kane spelt it wrong, but we'll take it anyway. He spelled the Kane like Michael. And Rosa.
In the words of John Mulaney, is that fucking Dean Kane?
Indeed. Thank you for the John Mulaney reference. That was what I was thinking when I wrote it. You get all the points. Tim, give them their last question of round 1.
All right, and Jim's favorite of Doctor Who. Because
Forget about it.
God, why?
Forget about it.
Mhm.
What legendary British actor plays the War Doctor?
The War Doctor, did you say?
Yes.
Indeed.
Legendary British actor?
Yep. Those words were in the sentence.
Okay. I think I might have it. I get these guys mixed up, but
That was like the entire question, just read back to you.
He gave it to us in a fractured way, but yes, that was the entire question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matthew Rosa.
Yeah.
The case answer of white is very popular today. Dan.
I put Sir Anthony Hopkins.
No. Chris Clark.
Sir Michael Gambon.
No.
Okay.
Jay.
That would be John Hurt. All right.
John
Hurt.
Yeah, right.
Hurt, correct. And Nico.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Who fucking cares.
Close
He
enough.
should have been the doctor. He wanted to do it.
Benedict
Should've let him.
Cumberbatch. Okay, so after round 1, Tim, I have Jay in the lead with 8, Nico in second with 7, Rosa third with 6, and then Clark and Dan are tied with 4.
That is correct, sir.
It has 6 though. I screwed those two.
Jay getting those last few by himself that just put him in the lead. Jay,
Oh, yeah.
as being you were in first place, would you like your questions now, or would you like to defer and save them for later?
I'll defer.
Deferring to Nico. Nico, same question.
Deferring to Matt.
Rosa.
I'll go ahead and do them.
Rosa getting the questions in Power Rangers, and I will give him these questions. Okay.
I was so proud of him.
I rewrote the second one because it was dumb, Tim. Screw you, Tim. Okay, regardless.
Fuck,
Remember,
you can write
guys,
your own fandom. Fuck you.
just a reminder, Matt does not, if you're answering questions, you don't need a whiteboard. If you are not answering questions, write it down as if you are, because there is steals, and then we don't give you like a super huge amount of extra time for the steals. Okay?
Can I ask you a question before you read your first one?
Yes.
If we don't get the steal right, do we lose points as
No.
well? Okay.
Steals have no. If it's a steal, you don't lose anything. You can only gain from steals. Okay, your first question: how many seasons saw Pauly Shire appear as Bulk in the entirety of the series to date?
All right.
You do get
So-
some extra time here.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to run
Yes.
through all of them. So we had the first 3, obviously. Then Alien. Then In Space. Then Turbo. So we're counting all the seasons of Mighty Morphin as seasons, correct?
The full seasons that are seasons count.
Okay.
As,
Well, some people say that the 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin count as 1, and that's
yes,
not correct.
each one of those seasons count as one season. Yes.
Okay. Okay. NBO? Shit. This is really hard.
That's what she said.
Oh my fuck.
That's a stiff comment.
Oh my god.
I almost
Michael Scott is smiling down. 5,
6.
4, 6 is incorrect.
Does he lose points for that?
He loses.
No, he
You
doesn't
lose
lose
1 point
points.
for incorrect.
Okay.
We start with Nico. We start with you.
9?
9 is correct.
Holy shit. So I get 2 points?
You get 2 points. Jay,
No, I had 9. I changed it to 11.
9/11. How could you, Jay? Chris Clark,
I had 7. No, I
7,
just guessed.
and Dan.
I had 5, but I erased it because I knew I was wrong.
So Nico getting a Makuga 9 there. The answers were the 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, Zeo Turbo, In Space. He appears in the beginning of Lost Galaxy, And
Yeah.
then he is in both Samurai and Super Samurai for 9.
I didn't know he was in those. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I was going to tell you that the Nick seasons count as 2, but that would have tipped you off. Okay, your next question.
And you can blame Nickelodeon for that one.
Yes, indeed. But you didn't know
I
he
didn't
was in them
watch the
anyway.
Nickelodeon season.
What is the first season of Power Rangers that does not feature a Pink Ranger?
Okay, well, obviously there was one in Mighty Morphin, there was one in Alien, there was one in Zeo, there was one in Turbo, there was one in Space, there was one in Lost Galaxy, there was one in Lightspeed. There was one in Wild Force, there was one in Ninja Storm. Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder is incorrect. Nico, we'll start with you again.
It actually, I think it was Wild Force.
Nico gets another steal. It is Wild Force. Jay.
Nope, I said Samurai.
Chris Clark.
It's season 10, whatever that is.
I think that would actually be close, but we needed the
That
actual
is
name.
correct.
I believe
Season
yes.
10 was Wild Force.
Tim, I don't know if you want to accept that or not.
No,
I guess-
need the actual name.
You said season in the question. What season?
What is the first season of Power Rangers? That
Yes,
does
and
not
I said
feature-
10, and I guessed 10.
Hold on.
I'm going to challenge that.
Second. Okay, give me just a second.
I'm going to challenge that.
Okay,
You gotta
hold on,
give it
give me
to
just
him.
a
Hold
second.
on.
Give us just a second. We will double check that is season 10.
It's definitely season 10 because there was 3 of Mighty Morphin, then there was Alien, then Zeo, then Turbo,
it
then In
wasn't season
Space, then
10.
Lost Galaxy, then
10 was
Lightspeed, then Time Force, then Wild Force.
No, 10 was Time Force.
No, Time Force was 9.
No, Power Rangers 1, 2, 3.
Alien, Zeo, Turbo, Space, Lost, Lightspeed, Time Force, Wild Force. 10.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We're gonna
No,
kill.
it was 10. Yeah.
We will give you the steal,
I
Chris.
miscounted.
We will give you the steal.
Woo!
The even
Guessed it.
more Makuga of an answer. Dan, did you have
I
a
got
10
a
or
one
Wild
for
Force?
one of those, so we can't get
No,
Chris Clark
I
points.
did not.
And that was Rosa's question. Give me just a second. This one for Rosa. Okay, so that was Rosa's questions. And Rosa, the Wild Force did not. Alyssa was the White Ranger, but she did have pink trimming. She did have the pink trimming on
Yeah,
her.
I know. I played the GBA game. I should have put it.
So now the leader is Nico. Nico, do you?
Oh, you only get 2 questions? Damn.
Yes, indeed. Nico, would you like your questions?
I'm going to defer again.
Jay.
Nope, I'm good. Pass.
Chris Clark.
Let's rock this sucker.
Okay, Chris Clark.
Okay.
Tim will be giving you your questions in Netflix Marvel.
All right, your first question. What is the name of the villain played by Sigourney Weaver in Marvel's Defenders?
What's her name?
Yes, that is the question.
I could really use 2 points, Chris, so if you want to miss this one, that'd be awesome.
It sucks we can't go to multiple choice because I'll know it then. What's her name? She gets stabbed by Electra. And beheaded. She had cancer. I can't pull it. I blanked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris, you don't know it. Okay. We start with Nico.
Is it Alexandra?
Alexandra.
Yes, it is
Yes,
Alexandra.
it is
By
Alexandra.
Chris's reaction.
It is Alexandra.
Jay.
Oh, I said Melody.
Dan.
I put the leader.
That's kind of correct, but we did actually need her name. Matt.
I wasn't sure I got that. Alexandra.
Alexandra's correct. And then Tim. Back to Tim.
All right. Chris, your second question.
Go for it.
Netflix Marvel. Who taught Cornell Stokes the way of crime?
Oh, shoot.
Cornell Stokes. The way of crime. Is it Copperhead?
That is incorrect.
Nico.
I think her name is Auntie Mabel.
Oh,
Close.
very close. Very close. Jay.
Nope, I said his father.
Dan.
It's the woman.
I couldn't think of what's
Matt.
his person's name.
Yeah, I had Kingpin. I didn't know.
No.
The answer is Mama Mabel.
Mama
Mabel.
Mabel. Yeah, she
Cute.
pushed him out a window. Yeah, damn it.
Wait. Can I challenge that? Wasn't she technically his aunt?
But her name, the
Her
character's name
was
is Mama Mabel. They never
Challenge
refer to
denied.
her as Auntie Mabel. Nico, would you like your questions? Or would you
Go
like
to
to
Jay. Go to Jay.
Jay? And that only leaves one person, Dan. You also chose Netflix Marvel, and I will be giving you those questions. In season 1 of Daredevil, what is the full name of Wilson Fisk's right-hand man? First and last.
Get it, Jim. Right hand.
Oh man, I'll be honest with you. I didn't study on any of this stuff. I'm just trying to go off my memory, and I just can't think of the guy's name. I really,
We all know.
I really don't even have a guess for you guys. I'm sorry.
No guess for Dan. Nico.
I don't know why, but I thought his name was Bosley.
No, it isn't.
Kind of close on that ending of the name. Jay.
It was Blanco Bordeaux.
Yes,
No, it
sure.
wasn't.
Chris.
I don't remember his last name, but it was Wesley, one of the best characters in that series. But I just got it wrong.
Yeah, Wesley is his last name. We also need his first name. Matt.
No.
It was James Wesley.
James.
James
Okay.
Wesley.
Damn it.
I had
Okay.
John. To be honest,
So cool.
but it's not good enough.
Your second and last question. What were the names of Jessica Jones's dysfunctional? Yes, that looks weird. Dysfunctional paternal twin neighbors.
On my arm, I'm feeling that deep cut. Ugh.
That was a deep cut. Damn.
The
I don't know that one.
it's the what are they called? They end up turn out to be the villains, aren't they? They turn out to be the villains of the show.
Spoiler alert.
Oh God, the not the Warrens. That's Conjuring. The God Almighty, what are they called?
It's just the first name of both of them, Dan.
Oh God.
And they're not really the villains.
No. Okay. Then I can't remember that. I can't remember.
No guess from Dan again. We'll start with Rosa this time.
I'm a music guy, so I put Matt and Kim.
Okay. Chris.
I have no clue.
Jay.
I don't know the two whitest names I could think of: Heather and Keith.
I thought Keith was coming. Nico.
Vicky and Valerie.
Nope, it is Robin and Ruben. Robin and Ruben. So that takes us to Nico. Do you want your questions? You want to give Jay his turn?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, my guy.
Oh man.
Jim, you are up because I read the last one.
I read the last ones, but I will.
Okay.
If it depends, whichever one. If you want to read the last ones, you can. If you want to read these, you can. Whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I can go with these ones. Yeah.
Okay.
As my brain skipped. All right. Jay, your first question in your strength of Avatar. What animal is the Earth King's pet? Bosco.
Bosco is a bear.
That is correct. And your second question. What is the name of the eccentric and charismatic billionaire in Legend of Korra?
Varric.
That is correct again.
Jay picking up both of his strengths there. Okay, so that only leaves Nico. You, of course, go last, and your category you picked is Star Wars.
Oh.
What was the name of the rebel ship on Star Wars Rebels?
The Ghost.
Oh,
Ghost is correct.
good job, Nico.
And the smaller ship that was attached to it was called the Phantom.
Deep cut
Sure
hole
was.
there, Nico. Deep
Good
cut
job,
hole.
Nico.
And the very last question of this match: what Jedi Master found Ahsoka on her
Ahsoka.
home world of Sheely and brought her to the Jedi Temple to begin her training?
The character's name you just mentioned, her name was pronounced Ahsoka, and the master was Plo Koon.
That is
Kote
correct.
Dog.
And with some very simple calculations, it's very easy to tell that the winner of this match is the Nightfury himself, Nico Suave Regoli.
Did I break the points record?
I believe you did because you got more steals than anybody has so far.
What's the fun?
Actually, no. I don't believe you did.
I have 17 points. How many did Grant have?
17.
Okay, so I tied.
You tied the record, and I believe you will be the highest ranked winner because you had more steals, because that is the tiebreaker. Yes, that is the tiebreaker when two people are tied in the standings. So Tim, what did you think of this match before we interview some of the competitors?
It was a good match. A lot of them were very knowledgeable. Chris played his heart out like he always does. He did very well with what he got right, and what he got. I think with a little bit more studying, he'd probably get a lot more. But he did very well for his. Dan, he needs a lot more studying too to pull that information. But I'll tell you what, you ask him a sports team and a fucking movie, and he can pull that like I could paint a fence. I'll tell you that. But Matt played very well. Jay really surprised me, and of course Nico finally won something, so maybe that'll stop his bitching.
And yes, indeed, Nico coming up with those big steals. But let's get right into it and start with Nico. Nico, how are you feeling after getting a win, after just stealing the lead away from Jay and not looking back once hitting a few of those steals in round two?
I feel freaking ecstatic. Now, I don't watch a lot of the Power Rangers regularly, but I am coming from a Bionicle background. I'm a fan of a bunch of teams of like 6 or more people with multicolored costumes and whatnot. So like I would study. Okay, here's how many Green Rangers there have been. Here's how many of a certain color Ranger there's been over here, and it's like I just remembered. I remembered that Wild Force didn't have a Pink Ranger, so I was a little shocked when Matt got that one wrong. Love you, buddy.
I even said it.
And, I don't know how I pulled that first Power Rangers question steal. It was just a matter of listening to Matt and then thinking about the Nickelodeon shows too, and just coming up with a number that made the most sense. And I somehow pulled that one out. Marvel, I know pretty well. And of course, Star Wars, I'm going to know that for sure. So this was just a really good performance for me. And I look forward to when this is uploaded, and maybe I'll start getting a little more respect.
And I can tell you that you are the highest ranked competitor of the winners, so you will be facing the last seed of you were the first of the. You'll be getting something like the 12th. I can't remember now, but that is to be determined. But who do you hope you could end up facing in the first round? I think the options are pretty much going to be. It's going to be Brooklyn, Kane, or possibly Coho.
Give me Brooklyn. I'm tired of facing Adkins, so please give me Brooklyn if that's the option I can get.
Okay, and let's jump over to the second place finisher, Jay. Jay, you had the lead after round one, and you couldn't come up with some of those steals there, and Nico just outstole you.
It happens, you know. I'm thoroughly surprised that I even came in second out of what we had 5 people.
5 people, yes.
We had 5 people, so hey, I mean, I did better than most. I can't complain. I think. Sorry, be allergic. Hold on, give me 1 second. Might have to punch something out the sky.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I'm allergic to the, like, legit. I have an EpiPen for that shit. I could die if I get stung. All of Macaulay Culkin status. That being said, I had a blast. Hopefully, I scored enough points and I can still be in this thing.
Oh, you're in this
I
thing.
can tell you definitely scored enough. You did score enough to where you will be in the tournament. And the rest of you guys, I can tell you that we would like to have you for some future matches, but the rest of you did not make the tournament, just based off of the standings. Just throw it any quick words from you, Matt.
I made my little appearance in the league that I said, like, you shouldn't even put me in because I didn't know many of the categories, and I did exactly how I expected to. I got a few, and then I crashed out of the tournament. So,
Chris, how are you feeling? You definitely did not score 0, so we are very proud of you.
Well, I mean, I didn't do bad. I had time to study, I probably could have done a lot fucking better. I knew Wesley James. I completely blanked was his first name, but yes, that was true. I mean, there were honest mistakes I did. I can't believe I guessed season 10. I can't believe I did that. But this was fun. I mean, if I can find time to get back, I'd love to do it again. I feel like you guys, your questions were fair. This was awesome. It was fun. You guys rocked it. So, I mean, it was fun to do. I made some mistakes. I could have studied more, and I probably could have been contention had I studied, had I had time. So it was rocking. Thanks, guys, for having me. It was a blast.
And lastly, Dan, how do you feel?
There's a couple answers there. I knew, and I'm hitting myself over the head that Hank Azaria and House Stark. I mean, I've watched every season of Game of Thrones 50,000 times. I don't know how the hell I couldn't remember House Stark. And Hank Azaria is on one of my favorite comedies right now about baseball, and it drove me nuts. I couldn't get Hank Azaria.
Brockmire is so good.
Oh God. But I'll tell you right now, all you guys that are on here, if any of you are on the sports battlefield, I'm getting revenge on you with the questions because you're not going to get anything right.
Okay. Dan, a little hyped up there. Yes.
Just before we close out there, Dan says that, but since I have veto power because, head guy, don't worry about it. Dan will just throw a fit, but it'll be all right.
Okay, well, after those words, Tim, we're very much looking forward to the tournament, which will start up soon. But for now, we are just going to go into everyone's favorite part of shameless self-promotion, and we start with the winner, Nico Suave Regoli.
Go to me last because I have all the multiplex plugs.
Sure. Jay, you first.
All right. Twitter at jburnz253, Instagram at Burnz, YouTube at Your Friendly Neighborhood Movie Nerds, Facebook at jburnz, and Letterboxd at jbr253.
And Rosa.
You can find me on Twitter at OTOIT Music. You can find me on all other platforms at On the Tip of Your Tongue. You can find me single better half in anywhere that you consume digital media. And you can find me as the head writer over on Jukebox Trivia and a weekly panelist on Late Night with Take 3.
Dan.
I'm a movie guy. You will know this if you get to know me. Not a TV guy, even though I watch all these shows religiously. I just don't remember anything from them. You can find me at Dan Skip Allen on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, or at cinesportstalk.com, CINESPORT ALK.com, where I write about movies.
And the wonderful Chris Clark.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. On YouTube at Take 3 Productions. And every Saturday I produce and run and edit and do the Schmoedown Rundown, which is the official after show for the movie trivia Schmoedown. It's on Escape. It's now on the newly branded Collider Podcast Network, and it's on Podcast One. So make sure you check that out. So yeah, bada bing, bada boom.
And back to the winner, Nico Suave Regoli.
You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nico Suave Regoli. That's NicoSuaveRegoli. You can find me losing to Matt Rosa and Chris Clark on Late Night with Take 3 debate segments. You can find me right here at Multiplex Entertainment. That's the name of the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. The Twitter is at MultiplexYT. The Instagram is at Multiplex Entertainment Network. The T Public is just Multiplex. I designed a couple T-shirts for that. And you can find me here every Sunday hosting Around the League with Nico. And I'll be helping out with Sports Battlefield as well.
Can I say something real quick, Jim?
Oh, dear.
Quickly, Dan.
One of these days, I'm going to get on This Week with Nico. It's not this week, but one of these days.
Yeah, I still haven't been invited.
And Tim, please wake up and do your plugs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Nico done?
I get no respect around here.
Earn respect. That's how you get respect, boy. All right. So with that, Nico's already given all the good multiplex stuff. I'm just here to keep these fuckers in check and go out, support all the fan leagues out there, all that good stuff. You know the drill.
And I'm going to pretty much just repeat the sentiments of Tim. Nico plugged all the good multiplex stuff. We're here. You know us. We're going to be here. Pretty much just, hey, watch as much online trivia as you can, and watch when Chance, former online trivia competitor Allison, goes into the Anarchy tournament and dominates it. But for now, I am Jim. That's Tim. That's your winner, Nico. And then the rest of these guys. This is my scoreboard, and we are out.